But now we just want to get into, you know, what you guys came for and what Punch and Sadat came to bring y'all, which is just the hands-on experience. You know, we were selected, so we don't have to ask you guys if you have season or not. We know you are season. So what we're gonna do is, you guys want to rhyme on some gangsta instrumental? You guys want to rhyme on some original beats?
I got them all in my phone, man.
You got beats too. You guys,
I'm very ready.
So,
how long you have been rhyming?
I've been doing it. Like, man, that's all I know how to do.
How long you have been rhyming?
I've been rapping for 2 years. I ain't been rapping now.
Yeah, a couple of years.
Taking it serious, probably like 6.
Let me ask the question. Why do you want to rhyme?
That's how exactly. That's the only way I can.
That's what you think for this one.
I'm not gonna lie, my cousins, they was into the rapping thing and everything, but during that process, they was rapping a whole lot of stuff that I didn't do. Okay. So, but I always caught myself, like, it was to a point where I caught myself rhyming like on a daily basis, and that's how I felt to express myself. And plus, you know, my man Sharif, though, you know, I got a character in the show, and, you know, and I do it well.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, and before we even go into rhyming, I just want to let you know a little bit about myself. My name is Sadat X. I'm 1/4 member of a group Brand Nubian. When I first was listening to rap, I came out of the Bronx area first. Colin Avenue, Melrose Projects, Jackson Projects, Vietnam, right over there. When I first came out, it wasn't none of this. You understand? That's why it's twofold that y'all got this, and then sometimes it can be a detriment. But when I came out, it was none of what this is. I basically came after the era of groups like Cold Crush, Jazzy 5, and Fantastic Romantic MCs, Funky 4+1. Those was groups. Disco 3 from Harlem, right there, where 116th Street and Lenox Avenue is right there on the corner. That was Harlem World. That was one of the biggest hip hop spots. That was one of the first, the Harlem World. 45th, you had the Zodiac. 55th across the street from Rutgers, where the parking lot is now. That was Rooftop. So it was a rooftop roller rink right there. That was the first time I ever seen Rob Bass sing It Takes Two. Rob Bass from right down the block. He came and he sang that joint that night. So I came from that era and coming up to see it grow from there. That's why y'all say this. It's ironic because this is what I wanted to do too from that age. Understand? From looking out the window and seeing dudes rocking, having the equipment outside, running the cables up to the poles and stuff like that. So I saw it come from there. I moved up to New Rochelle at that point. When I moved up to New Rochelle, there was a guy up there named Grand Poobah. And if you know, he did songs back with Mary J. What's the 411 and different songs like that. He already had a group. So he was going downtown and he was showing us stuff to do. And see, when I was coming up, you had to have an apprenticeship first. It wasn't, you just didn't pick up the mic and rhyme. That wasn't, first of all, you had to get a cosign. You had to, somebody that was known at that time, and it wasn't like it is now where everybody's a rapper, this and that. Somebody who was a rapper at that time, and if you was a rapper and you was known as a rapper, that means you had a cosign power. Somebody had to give me a cosign. You understand? So and coming up, I remember I used to come and rhyme and run up on Grand Poobah. Yo, I got some rhymes, this and that. And he used to tell me to come to the studio and watch. The first couple of, I would say maybe for the first year, when I was going to the studio, it wasn't no even touching the mic for me. I had to apprenticeship, meaning that I watched. I had to learn, okay, when I'm rhyming now this long, I got to break that up at some point. So I learned how to count the bars. I learned that different songs at points, you need to have some type of chorus in the songs. So I learned those things in coming up. And one particular day we did a song, it was a guy Jazzy J up on Allerton Avenue in the Bronx. And he had a studio up there. And at that time, a lot of dudes used to go there, Showbiz and AG, I came up with Diamond D. They used to go there and we all used to rhyme, and he made a beat. And it sounded good. Jazzy J made a beat and we jumped on it and it sounded good. And Poobah took it to a guy named Dante Ross, and that was at the time still when it was big labels out, like the record labels was still, you had Tommy Boy and Sleeping Bag and Arista Records, those big conglomerate records, and he took it from there, and we got down with Dante Ross, who took it to Electra Records. Now, when we came out under Electric Records, we came out of a roster. I believe it was us, Brand Nubian. It was Leaders of the New School, which was Busta Rhymes and them. That was Leaders of the New School. They was about 17 then, because I was a year old. I was 18. They were Busta Rhymes. It was another group called KMD, and they spawned a guy from that group called who changed this over now. His name is MF Doom. So he came from there. His name was Sadat X back then. And just basically, we came up with Brand Nubian through that era. I mean, from songs like we've done, like Punks Jump Up to Get Beat Down, Slow Down, All for One. And basically, we grew from there. And then, you know, it's just afforded us a trip around the world. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a lot of places, seen a lot of things. A lot of my views have been changed. Hip hop and going has changed my views. I came up through a thing called the 5% Nation. You know, right there on 126th Street where they got the Allah School in Mecca right there? The 5% Nation, the nation of gods and earths. You understand? And we was taught to believe that the black man is the original man, that the black man is God. You understand? All people of color was God. And a lot of times when you're young and coming up like that, your views of life are twisted. You understand what I'm saying? It was a kind of, it was a connotation that we didn't like white people. It's just we didn't understand white people. But through hip hop and going places and learning, going to France, me and my man Chip and different people around the world, you'd be like, well, these dudes was cool with me. So it taught me to judge people more or less on their own merit. So, you know, that's just some of the things that hip hop has afforded.